good evening. In this video, I have finally done it, a full face of sequins in a skeleton for my little rocker soul. Now, since I did do a full rhinestone, 800 rhinestone skull back in 2013, I can tell you in comparison to rhinestones, sequins feel much better on your face. They are not anywhere near as heavy as the rhinestones were. Not that the rhinestones were like excessively heavy, but these are just so much lighter on your face. I also feel like I have a little more freedom to actually express myself, even though I was able to in the rhinestones as well, which I also demonstrated in the previous video. Anyways, I'm talking too much. If you want to watch some chick stick over 1,000 sequins to her face, this video is for you. All the products I use to be listed somewhere in the video. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Facebook. This was live streamed earlier, so make sure you don't miss a stream. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, your concern cannot be that I spent this long gluing sequins to my face, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'm starting off by drawing a base of a skull. A little bit of Alexys, and this part of the video is excruciatingly boring, so we'll just speed that up. Ta-da! Skull. Using a silver powder body paint, I then based out the rest of the skull. Also boring. Here's me questioning my decisions. In all seriousness, I decided to base out the skull in these colors, that way if any skin showed through in between the sequins, it wasn't actually going to be my skin tone. So I tried to get the colors as closest to the color sequins that I was going to be using. I have greatly underestimated sequins getting everywhere like glitter. And this is how far we've gotten so far. Right now I'm like trying to make sure they're like not flipped over, not upside down. I already know like by the time I'm like halfway through this look, I'm gonna be like, lol, nope. Alright, you know what? This one's going on upside down. I can't do. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Chicago, but if you have, this will remind you a lot of the store Rolling Stones where they have all the CDs hanging from the ceiling. But I mean that again, just because you've been to Chicago doesn't necessarily mean that you were at Rolling Stones. So if you've ever been to that store, this look will heavily remind you of that store. Promotional time, I just found a use for the back of my brushes, and that is to cover your eyebrows. What a nice little spatula. 'Twas at this point that Lex fully questioned her sanity. For a good majority of my face, I use Pros-Aide. Now you don't have to use an adhesive that is that strong. You could also use spirit gum if you want, but my skin does not react to spirit gum well. You may also use eyelash glue. Also be aware of where you can and cannot place certain adhesives, meaning don't put it over your eyebrows or in your hairline if you think it's going to rip it off. You should probably just look that up first. I'm literally just like sticking them to my hand. If you can't see these black sequins, I'm gonna freak out. No, you can see them a little bit. A good majority of my face is Pros-Aide. I went over my eyebrows using a washable glue stick because I did not feel like getting adhesive out of my eyebrows later on. When it came very close to my eyes, like the inner part of the black, I used eyelash glue. Oh, that was a bad decision. Look what I just did. Look what I just did! Ugh, that's okay. We are on about three hours now, 3.5 hours. I originally guesstimated 5 hours, so I think I'm pretty much on track for that. Actually, I'm gonna have to powder this, or else I will be sticking my lips together. I need black eyeshadow. Okay, we are currently 4 hours in. Very, very sparkly. When I last did the rhinestones years ago, it took me about 3 hours to do. This one ended up taking me about 6 hours to do. The sequins were much smaller than the rhinestones, plus I also went down onto my chest. And yes, it took about a half an hour for me to actually remove. Please be sure that you have the adhesive remover for whatever adhesive you are using on your skin.